είμαστε πουλα. Θεσσαλονίκη στο ΜΕΤ και ότι θα έρθει το Μάιο. Από τώρα μετά. Λοιπόν, και...
Head of Regional Unit of Chios, North Aegean Region, Mr. Stamatios Karamantzis, as well as the Vice Mayor for Local Economic Development of the Chios Island, Mr. Dimitrios Karalis. Before I will tell you a few words, I would like to first ask Mr. Karamantzis to say a few words to us.
Good morning, κύριε Αναπληρωτή Πρίτανη, κύριε Αντιδήμαρχε, εκλεκτοί μας φιλοξενούμενοι, αγαπητές φίλες και φίλοι. Με ιδιαίτερη χαρά εκ μέρους της Περιφερειακής Ενότητας Χίου, σας καλώ.
On behalf of the Mayor and the Municipal Council of Chios Island, it is a great pleasure to speak to you this morning and welcome you at the opening of the 9th Aegean Analytical Chemistry Conference.
Και για τη συνδρομή σας στην υλοποίηση του συνεδρίου αυτού. Αγαπητοί σύνεδροι, συνάδελφοι και μη, καλώς ήρθατε, καλημέρα σας.
First started in 1998 in Izmir, organized by Professor Güven Disli. 2 years after, it was organized in Ayvalık, Şeref Buçer and Professor Osman Yahud Ataman. These three people have worked hard to promote the conference, promote the friendship, and we are good friends now.
By Professor Chios. He wanted me to read this. Hello.
30 minutes. I like to say a few words, really. Dear local authorities, dear friends, it is my pleasure to be again with all of you. I have the feeling that I met all of you for the first time just a few hours ago in Polychnitos, Lesbos Island, when Antonis introduced me to this nice community, the community of Aegean Analytical Chemistry Days Conference. Antoni, thank you very much. This conference is very popular between young scientists, and I would also on our university's curriculum, or on the financial situation of our countries. Lastly, I would like to mark that analytical chemists have to pass to another level. We have to pass from the level of giving the environment. This lecture represents an agglomeration of some projects and scientific work after reading the book Man Belongs to the Earth. It was a nice present from Dr. Flood in Stuttgart decades ago, from UNESCO's Man and Biosphere program, and there is a chapter under the title Safeguarding Our Yestermorrows. The article Nature and Culture, a Priceless Heritage of University Value. Let's go. Mesta in a very big, of course, size. The Catholic subject, it is the coronation of virgin coronation.
Materials like obsidian or stones, provenance analysis is probably simpler because you have one geological source. But when you have ceramics and other type of things, these are composites. Are there any approaches to analyze single particles on those, and how available are they? I know that in Belgium there are some micro-XRF people, but how do you use them for this purpose?
Yes, I will say that this is a good question, and I don't know if my answer is the best. I will say that the sampling is different in archaeological items than in items that we like to buy, like, for example, metals and others. What is the difference? We like to have a mean time, an average about concentration when we buy
in the cell phone or other connectivity to raise test using the electrode surface during this pre-concentration step, and finally of cobalt and nickel are developed. The great enhancements in the voltammetric signals of both elements after pre-concentration is connected with the much higher concentration.
Manipulations was presented recently by Professor Serda and his group, named Lab Series. What is happening here is the series, and the first methods presented was the reductant in chloride are aspirated into the glass series by down
factors in order to get a better result in an analyzed signal or another response. Standard ionization conditions in the interface between a liquid chromatographer and a mass spectrometer. And we have several of what is going on with the effect of radio frequency and also the nebulizer.
Quality controlling, measuring the CV of the peaks, and you should have of 20% addition. So this is 100% water. This is
synthesis, characterization and modification potency of graphene and graphene oxide. Of course, I will focus on representative examples of graphene-based sample preparation. The interlayer appear in this form. Graphene is actually on the point of zero charge of graphene, which is around 3.9.
Chromatography to medicinal chemistry, in particular to drug design. It is well known that the full cost of bringing a failure is their poor absorption or poor bioavailability. Hence, nowadays it is widely recognized that ATME properties should be addressed in parallel.
Which means that we have the standards, so we have information on retention time and MSMS spectra, but this procedure, this workflow, could explain.
With developed LC-MSMS method. Here is a small outline. The presentation consists of an introduction point, but in the sampling point S8, the concentration seems to...
I would like to take the opportunity to congratulate the organizing committee. It's, so far we can say, a fantastic event, and it is fitting seamlessly into the series of very nice events of this and the other conference series organized here in Greece, which I think...
The organizing committee, and especially Professor Kalokerinos for his invitation, as well as the two other co-chairmen of this conference, Professor Economou and Professor Thomaidis. Now some words about the rarest elements. They are the 7 for lighting: cerium, lanthanum, yttrium, europium and terbium. According to the Critical Material Institute, changers were removed. Afterwards, scandium is removed by using another selective eluter.
Glucose detection or whatever. My focus was strictly on heavy.
Everybody, I hope you enjoyed last night the event. And as I can see, we all had difficulties in getting up. Anyway, we are still here. I would like to welcome you on this session number 10 of the Aegean Analytical Chemistry Days. I would like to thank Professor Oxygen for being with me. Later today, to introduce to you Professor Dr. Yavuz Ataman. There is not much to say about Yavuz. We all know who is Yavuz Ataman. So Yavuz has his bachelor from Middle East Technical University, or two, as you say in Turkish.
Shutting down.
You have to learn everything. You don't have to, you shouldn't spend any money, you shouldn't spend any time. Okay, so this is the ideal one. In the field of atomic spectrometry, regarding to data, we are getting better and better. We are going into speciation. Now when we talk about atomic spectrometry with the help of chromatography, you can also detect places. Okay, this might be a utopic idea, however, it is a goal to achieve. And my father used to tell me that this is about fisherman's wife. The man is going to fish and the wife is waiting and saying this song and he never comes back. Is it?
The most famous of one being the Kuprak assay or Kupric ion reducing assay. I will not go too much breaking mechanisms like lipid peroxidation and the antioxidants sacrifice themselves. These antioxidants can sacrifice themselves by these lipid peroxidation chains. They are breaking the chains. So